Curtis Engineering Academy presents SOAR Intelligence Masterclass. You're about to listen to a life-transforming message by engineer Dr. Opoke Sunday. Transforming ordinary people to great leaders as agents of societal change. A visionary leader renowned for his commitment to transforming ordinary individuals into great leaders. His words have inspired countless individuals to rise and become agents of societal change. This isn't just another message, it's a divine appointment. Get ready to unlock new levels of insight and motivation that will shift your mindset and spark the leader in you. Greatness is not reserved for a select few, it's a journey for those who dare to believe, plan, and act. Take a deep breath, open your heart. The transformation starts here. That journey begins right now. You may now tune into the message.
Welcome to today's SOAR Intelligence Masterclass. It's another Friday, thank God it's Friday. Today, we are talking about wealth creation. Remember, our 4 cardinal kingdom quadrants, which we designed to transform you, to transform us, to transform communities, to transform nations. And what are those things? We keep mentioning it in each class, that our target is to strategically transform the entire universe. You know, you'll be laughing at how can we transform the entire universe, you know, from this room, from this corner. Yes, Jesus came and his ambition was to transform the whole universe. And he chose 12 men. 12 men only. Within 3.5 years, he actually transformed the whole world. So don't be surprised that our target to transform the entire generation that we are here with and the generation yet to come through SOAR Intelligence Masterclass is a possibility. And how do we intend to do so? That is why we have designed 4 cardinal kingdom quadrants that is capable of transforming anybody. Because if you must have a place in the international community, in the global market, in the marketplace, in this world, you must have knowledge in this our area of transformation, which include you must be financially intelligent. We call it financial intelligence. So you must know how to create wealth. We are looking at a generation that everybody will be comfortable. You don't need to beg anybody for anything. After all that you need to survive is within you. We are looking at a generation that we do a kind of leadership that will have quality leadership and skills and abilities that are capable of transforming a nation. And then fourthly, we are looking at our spiritual growth and development. So in these 4 dimensions of SOAR Intelligence Masterclass has capacity to, after all, spiritual growth and development is the only thing the church is doing. So if we will take the whole church and add it to your financial intelligence, add it to your wealth creation, add it to leadership skill, you can match anybody anywhere in the world, and you can become an amazing personality. So here today, you're welcome to today's class as we talk about strategic paths to wealth creation. Strategic path to wealth creation. So today we are looking at what aspect of this wealth creation, strategic path. Next. Strategic path. Let's start from the beginning now. Let's pause that. Strategic paths to wealth creation through value and innovation. You know, last time I told you that stop pursuing money. Stop pursuing money. Pursue value. Become someone of value. If you make yourself valuable, definitely you will create wealth for yourself. Definitely your generation will need you. You become so indispensable. And when you create this value through innovation, creativity, and technology in this generation, you can become an amazing personality. So we're looking at unleashing potentials for generational impact. There's so much in you what we're talking about today. So now, what are these strategic paths? We have identified 7 strategic paths to wealth creation through value and innovation. We can call it places where money hides. These 7 areas simply means areas you can locate the money. Assuming you are looking for money, assuming your idea is you want to use financial intelligence to create wealth, where do you go and look for money? How do you get money? How do you create wealth? We have identified 7 major strategic areas. We've identified 7 major strategic paths. First part is called problem solving. Problem solving. People shy away from problems. People shy away from difficulties, from challenges, without knowing that problem is not bad. Problem is a wealth creation path. If you start solving problems, or even you have a challenge and you overcame that challenge, you can use that path to create wealth. So we have problem solving, we have talents, we have skills, we have ideas, we have human capital. So then we also have something that will interest you, which is human capital development. Then as we look at all the 7 strategic steps one by one, you will believe me and agree with me that these 7 paths to wealth creation are possible areas where if you immediately locate 1 or 2, you start making money for yourself. You start creating wealth. So let's look at the foundation. Let's look at the foundation where the foundation for wealth creation. Let's get some of this concept into our mind. Now, wealth is not magic. It's byproduct of solving problems and serving needs. Wealth creation is not a magic. How do you create wealth? You create wealth by solving problems and serving the needs of people. World pays you for value, not effort. That's why I keep telling you, make yourself a person of value. Create value. If it is sewing, if it is hairdressing, if it is a computer operation, if it is any area of life that you can identify yourself and begin to solve problems, begin to become valuable in that area. For instance, you get to an area, you look at that place. What is the problem that this will have? How can I become a solution to their problem? How can I become valuable? Immediately you become valuable. Then, deeply, like I said, you start creating wealth. So the world pays you for value. No matter what anybody laugh with you, or become your friend or whatever, the person is relating with you based on your value. And the most valuable people are those who create solutions. No matter who you are, if you are not creating solutions, if you are not solving problems, you are valueless. And the moment you are valueless, your chance of creating wealth is narrowed or nearly impossible. If you get this fixed into your mind, that immediately your mind is to create wealth, start looking for a problem to solve. As simple as that. If your mind is to make money, start looking for a problem to solve. In your house, in your yard, in your community, in your environment, in wherever you find yourself, start looking for what people will need. After all, everything in this classroom, everything you see around, were once not physically present. Here you look at the television, somebody's idea. The projector, somebody's idea. The camera, everything. The AC, the fan. Somebody's idea, because they know that you will need fan. Somebody know you will need television. Somebody know you will need light. Somebody know you will need computer. You will need all this. Is somebody's idea. I hear it. So everything, including the clothes you are wearing, was somebody's way of solving problem. Until you are wearing those clothes, then the person problem has generated the wealth by solving that problem. That you're wearing clothes. So your mindset, habit, and vision determines your wealth potential. It's very important because, like I said, the worst poverty is the poverty of the mind. People are poor because they are poor in their mind. Those who are poor in mind are really, really poor. Poverty is not lack of money. Poverty is not because you don't have money. You can be broke. Anybody can be broke. But what is poverty? Poverty is when your mindset cannot reason, generate solution, become valuable, and have the potential to create wealth. You are really poor. That is why I keep telling people, see all these politicians, do you know why many of them, after becoming everything, councillor, local government chairman, House of Assembly, House of Rep, Senator, governors, so many of them, after all this, they still become poor. Why? They didn't work on their mindset. They were opportunists. They became opportunists, went to become councillor, become local government chairman, and at the end, that mindset of poverty is still in them. That is why they're going back to poverty. That's why they become poor again. But if you see someone who, as you are sitting down in this class, I decide to have a different mindset, shifting in your mind, and say, I'm going to create wealth. I'm going to be a solution. I'm going to solve a problem. Anywhere there's a problem, you go there. I'm a solution. Anywhere there's a problem, you go there. I'm a solution. Tell yourself you are a solution. Make yourself a solution. You will surely be celebrated. Next. So, like I said, we are going to be looking at 7 areas or strategic parts of wealth creation. So, we're looking at point number 1, wealth creation through problem solving. I said that before. You create wealth by solving problems. How? Every innovation was born out of frustration or inefficiency. Take this to the back. Every innovation was born out of what? Out of what? Frustration or inefficiency. Take for instance, now normally you have a power supply from NEPA, from EDDC, from whatever, and you know you will need light constantly, and sometimes you will be working and they will take their light. So what will be the alternative? Somebody decided that there must be an alternative. And start working on generator, and start working on solar system, and start working on other systems that can generate light, assuming the conventional light is not there. So when you are frustrated in the area of light, you start looking for solution. Or something is not serving you effectively, you start looking for solution. So you need to know that every innovation was born, every idea you see here was born because there is a need for it. Now, can you be naked and come to this class? Of course, no. You have to wear clothes. And clothes somebody's idea, somebody's innovation, because I can't be naked to come before you. So, ask what is broken that I can fix. It's a question. So, those who change the world, the mindset they have is to solve problems. So if you come, say, what's the problem? I'm going to solve it. If it's technologically based problem, you begin to look for solution. If it is, no matter what the problem is, no, every problem in this world is an opportunity to create wealth. Take it to the bank. You hear me? Every problem in this world. How did those who even build caskets start making money? Somebody must die. I cannot just put the person like that. The person will be in the casket. Somebody the mortuary is there because somebody dies. Sometimes you may not rush the person to bury. You may need to preserve the person. All these solutions here and there was born out of frustration, was born out of inefficiency, was born out of need. And today, the question you are going home with is, what can you fix? As you go back to your house, can you look around and see what problem can I fix in this place? If I fix this problem, can it generate money? Definitely. If you start fixing the problem, no other person is fixing, you start charging money. And they start paying you. That's how to create wealth. Example, the founders of Airbnb solved the hotel space shortage. The bigger the problem you solve, the bigger your reward. Simple, take that to the bank again. The bigger the problem you solve, the bigger the reward. Have you heard of Airbnb? Airbnb is a hotel kind of hospitality kind of situation where if there's no, you can go to a place, where they call Airbnb. You serve yourself. It's like having a house outside your home, which sometimes the hotel will not be able to serve such purpose. Hotel is a very good place, but what the hotel cannot do for you if you travel, Airbnb can do it. So some other person can look at even the hotel business. How did it even start? Is it not because if you travel, will you stay under the bridge? Where will you sleep in your car? If you travel and you don't have anybody to stay with, definitely you go to hotel. Or if there's a program, the hotel is for hospitality, doing programs, and hotel is a world of its own because there are so many problems hotel business is serving. That is why those who run hotel businesses, they are not at loss, except when you have bad managers, because it's solving a problem. And a bigger, develop a solution mindset. Spot, research, and solve. Spot that problem. Locate that problem. Today, like I said, if you go back home, or even in this office, or in this classroom, anywhere you are going, even as you travel, as you go to anywhere, spot the problem. When you spot that problem, I can solve it, or I know who can solve it. Do you know, even if you cannot solve the problem, but you know who can solve the problem and solve it very well, you can leverage on that and charge for that problem and bring in someone who will solve the problem and you get money. That's it. How do we become agents? Like I told you, money is in information. Privileged information. Privileged information can give you money. You know who can solve this problem. But this person who has the problem don't even know who will solve it. All you tell the person, I can solve it, or I can pay someone who will solve it. How much will you pay? You charge, you pay the other person. They solve the problem, and then everybody goes home happy. All right. Next. Okay, wealth creation through human capital. People did not know that human being is a capital. Take note of this today. Money is in human beings. And I want to let you know, until you realize that that money you are looking for is in human being, but you don't know who is carrying your money. That is why, at least, even if you don't want to have friends, there's what called social wealth. Social wealth is your level of your level of networking, the people, the quality people you know, the classified personalities around you that make you solve problems so easily. Now, social wealth is a very great wealth. Those who have social wealth, they rarely come to a point of frustration. So what is social wealth? Always know that networking, that you may be a solution to my problem. I may be a solution to your problem. Like that. You don't know who is going to solve your problem. You don't know the problem you solve. Everything you need is in a human being. God cannot come down from heaven to give you money. God cannot come down from heaven to solve that problem. Certainly, God will use somebody to pay that school fees. God will use somebody to heal you. God will use somebody to deliver you. God will use somebody to do all kind of problem you have. Human being will do it. As God inspires, as God leads, as God directs, whatever God wants to do, He will do it through human beings. That is why You need to know that human beings are capital. You say, some people say, start business, start this. They say, I don't have money. I don't have this. The only thing that people keep saying, I don't have money. It is not only money that can make you start something. You need to know some people. Have you ever talked to companies? For instance, drop shipping. I told you drop shipping in this place. Drop shipping is one business you start without even having money. One naira. You can approach a company, maybe become a distributor of a projector. Tell them, yes, I know somebody who will need this projector. I will advertise this projector on my platform, on social media platform. If anybody is interested, I will come to you and buy it, or the person will pay. I'll come and pay you and deliver to the person. Human beings are capital. Another way you need to know that human beings are capital, like I said, the money you are looking for is in somebody's hand. Immediately you locate that person, that money will show. The help you are looking for is in somebody's hand. It's with somebody already. There is nothing new on the face of this earth. Everything you know, people already, any area of life, people already there. Now the question is, if you want to start solving the problem in a particular area, people are there. In fact, most areas are already occupied. But you can start, because those people there can help you to solve the problem. Take note of this. You need at least, I said it in your previous class, you need at least 5 good friends. You need at least, if you don't want to have friends, have these 5 friends. Who are there? You need a burden bearer. Somebody who will help you bear your body. You need divine connector. Somebody who may not be able to help you, but knows who will help you. You need an influential person. Somebody who can help you financially, who can help you position you, prepare your position you for greater impact and influence. There are people who have influence in government, in religious institutions, in various sectors, that if you have them as friends, if you are trying, there must be somebody you call in the midnight, one big man about one big woman. You call in the midnight and the person will pick your phone and say, what is it? If you don't have those people, when you are in trouble, nobody will save you. You need to have influential people who will talk on your behalf when you are not there. You need to have body bearers, you need to have divine connectors, you need to have skillful people, you need to have counselors, you have people who will advise you, counsel you. You need to have people who are willing to help you. And they are all human beings. Let's look at it this way. Human capital is the value embedded in your knowledge, skill, and relationship. You can become a capital yourself. Develop your skill, develop your knowledge, develop relationship. Let me tell you, if you leverage on relationship, you create wealth. Only on relationship. No matter how lazy you are, no matter what happens, no matter your inabilities, no matter your incapabilities, if you leverage on having good relationship, definitely because somebody must be somewhere and say, I need prosper. Somebody must be somewhere and say, it must be success. It must be Victoria. It must be, somebody must vouch for you. So relationships are so wonderful. You need to leverage on it, invest in learning and in mentorship, build a high value network, upskill yourself and your team to stay competitive in any economy. Very, very important. Then surround yourself with thinkers, doers, and visionaries. The people you surround yourself with determines your potentials, determines how far you can go. Tell me your friend, show me your friend. I will show you whom you are. So make sure that if your mind is to create wealth, you must surround yourself with visionaries, mentors, people who have capacity, who have developed capacity in different fields. Assuming you're a young engineer, in engineering profession, we have what's called pupillage. Yes, you're just a graduate of an engineer in one, maybe electrical, water, civil, or whatever. And the system knows that you just graduated from school. But you need to know a civil engineer who has made it. You go and attach yourself. Let him mentor you. You're a lawyer, just came out of law school. Yes, the system knows that you're a young lawyer. You need to identify with those firms that they have made their names in the law industry. And then mentorship, you can't remove the place of mentorship. You can't remove the place of surrounding yourself with people that have made it, potentials, visionaries who have dreams and visions. The moment you don't surround yourself with such people, you are bound to become poor. Now, in the third place, we have mentioned solving problems through human capital, solving problem, creating wealth through solving problems. Number 3 is creating wealth through ideas. Creating wealth through what? Ideas. Like I said, everything in this classroom was once not existing. Including yourself. Including myself. It was one man, one woman who agreed to bring us. Am I lying? Everything in this place, alright, was once not in existence. It is somebody's idea. What idea are you having? Let's look at it this way. Ideas are like seeds, they grow with nurturing. Sometimes you are sleeping. That's why those who do great things, when you are sleeping, put by your side pen and paper. Because idea can flush in your mind. You need to write it down, you need to start working on it. Sometimes those who do great things it's an idea that just flash in your mind, and when you don't follow it, it will disappear. So it's like a seed. Document your ideas, test small, scale fast. Ideas need system, ideation, planning, execution, and evaluation. These are processes you can follow at the stage of that idea. When you have that idea, you start planning with that idea. After planning, you start trying to execute that idea. When you try to execute that idea, then evaluate it. Like I said, there are 3 ways of working on strategically on ideas. First, imitation. Imitation is that somebody is doing something and you want to do that thing. You go and learn from the person, or learn how the person is doing it, imitating the person. A time will come when you get into iteration. Iteration means you can now start doing it. When you cannot do it like that person, you start innovating around it. You call it innovation. So you have to practice the stage of ideation, which is sometimes I call it imitation, the stage of iteration, and the stage of innovation. When you do all this, then the stage of evaluating that idea and executing the idea. So greatest ideas are usually simple solutions to common problems. Take this to the back too. Write this down. Greatest ideas. This is very important. Greatest ideas are usually simple solutions. Simple solutions to common problems. As somebody approached me sometime and said, I want to start a business. And I asked him, how much do you have? He said, I have small money. I said, okay, if your money is small, take this business, you must start, will pass EEE test. And the person was like, what is EEE test? This business must be business that everybody needs, or products everybody needs. This service or product must be everywhere. Anybody needs it, it must be everywhere, and it must be very simple. Well, I take you to know that ideas, as simple as it is, if you develop it, evaluate it, and execute it, can become the beginning of your generational impact. Your life, your entire generation can be remembered for that one thing you did. That one idea. Next. So, creating wealth through talents. Creating wealth through talents. Discover your natural edge. What comes easy to you but hard to others. You see, within you are giftings. Within you are callings, are talents. What is a talent? It's a natural endowment. And how do you discover? Those things that when you are doing it, you are at ease doing it. But others, it's difficult for other people. But to you, it's simple. You have ease. Some like singing. Some people can sing when it is singing. Oh, but some other people that have tone voice like myself, if I start singing, everybody will disappear here. But there are those that when they start singing, oh, even Holy Spirit will come down. God Himself will visit this place. And you know that when you start singing, people appreciate. People cancel. There are people who are counselors. When they start talking to you, they start opening your eyes. You start seeing solutions to your problems. There are several people who have skills in different areas. Identify your own talent. When you identify your own talent, remember how to identify this. That these things are difficult for other people, but to you, it is easy. It's difficult for others, but to you, it is easy. And you don't struggle to do it. Just like I have always told people, when God was creating the universe, He has intention that nobody should suffer. That is why He created people with systems with potentials, everything with potentials. For instance, fishes don't struggle to swim. Birds don't struggle to fly. Am I correct?
Yes.
So also you are not supposed to struggle in your areas of your talent, callings, and giftings. Package your talent, maybe music, speaking, writing, craftsmanship. In those areas you discover, package it, prepare it, and package it, and position it to become a need of somebody. And then you create wealth through them. Create wealth through services. People won't go to register companies, because of the service they want to render. People learn skills because they want to use it as a service to people. Let me tell you, the world is a marketplace. And in the market, you have no business going to the market if you don't have product and you don't have service. You don't have anything to sell. You don't have anything to buy. What are you doing in the market? That is why you're poor, because you didn't know the world is a marketplace. Come with your product, people will buy. Come with your services, people will buy. If you don't have services or product, you are not qualified to have money, because the world is the market. This world you see is the marketplace. Those is for those who have skills, those who can solve problems, those who have talents, those who have ideas, those who have services, those who have products. So let's go. Services are value-based transactions. If you're a plumber, you're an electrician, you are a mechanic, you are a doctor, you are an engineer, you're a lawyer, you need to offer services and make money. This area is more of like vocational and professionals. Focus on essential services that meet daily needs. If you want to create wealth instantly, look for those services that people need daily. Have you thought of, or have you even imagined that there are some strategic places that when the population of people are there are so many people there, and they come out early to hustle, but there's nobody that comes early in the morning to sell food. Those who are the first and say, oh, if I stay here early in the morning, who are going to work, they will buy my food, who are going to school. In fact, there's one thing my wife said sometime. He said, now people are going to school very early, children are going to school, and there's no place you can work and say and package something for your children early in the morning. There are people who don't have time, parents who don't have time to start preparing morning food for their children. But if you can do as a service, even if you go to schools, and the people know that if you come to this school, just carry your child, everything that child needs is there. There's someone that will package food and you buy. Identify those simple problems and start solving them. Remember, improve quality, speed, and customer satisfaction in services. Service delivery, you must satisfy your customers. Very, very important. Build systems that make your service scalable. We have Cotis Engineering Academy, we have Cotis Engineering Consult Limited, we have Workshop, we have FarmWatch, we have GeoSem, we have so many systems we are building or we have built that are all scalable. You can go to another city, and because nobody have established such business. For instance,
we in Kudu General Academy, our system of education and learning is unique. So we are scaling to universities, we are scaling to the general public, we are scaling everywhere. So identify these areas of problem and provide services and scalable services. Systems, I've taught you about system. You cannot say you are doing business when you cannot automate it into a system. If your business requires you all the time, you're not doing business. Automate it in a way that you can be in Abuja and your business is running in Ebonyi. Your business is running in Enugu. Your business is running in different states of Nigeria. Your business is running in different countries of Africa. Your business is running in different countries of the world. You'll be controlling it at one point. As long as that business needs you, you have not started doing business. Try to automate your business. Try to build a system. System that work hard is better than you working hard. You hear me? System that generate money that work so hard, work day and night to generate money is better than you working so hard to make money. That's why those who make it, they start on time to build systems. Yes, build systems that make your services. All right. The seventh one, like I said, this you can say 7-step to wealth creation. You can call it anything. These are 7 strategic paths to wealth creation. So the last one is wealth through products. Wealth through a product is anything you can sell repeatedly without being physically present. Like I told you, I have written over 20 books that are in Amazon, are in Seller, in different places. I don't need to be there. People are buying my books and I'm making money sit at home. You know, if you are in Nigeria and your people, you make dollar, you make pounds, you make different kind of currency because they patronize you. But product is wonderful. All these things here are products. It's a camera, it's a fan, this AC, this bulb. These are products. Somebody's product. And maybe it's produced in China. Maybe this one is from China. Maybe this one is from England. Maybe, and the people who are producing it, they are sleeping. They have created the system and the system is already working and they have stopped working. Financial freedom is achieved when you have stopped working. I have said so many things and let's put it all together. Wealth is created when value meets need. Wealth is created when value meets what? Need. I keep telling people, you see human beings, there are people you will never breach their protocol. Those people that don't answer your phone, you know why they don't answer your phone? You are valueless to them. If you become a person of value to that person, even if you miss your call, will call you back. Assuming you got stranded on the road and you need a mechanic, and you have called your mechanic, and your mechanic don't pick. You know you'll be holding your phone, can this mechanic call me back now? Can my mechanic, you are a big man, no? And then everybody surrounding you with maybe they are valueless. But immediately that mechanic comes, you say, is the mechanic around? Is he around? Please call him. If people's contacts become valuable at the point of their need, write this down. People's contacts are only valuable at the point of their need. So whenever you are begging somebody, can you give me phone number? You're wasting your time. When you become useful to that person will look for you, will call you and request a phone number because the person knows he or she will certainly need you someday, sometime in the near future. Focus on solving problems, serving people, and scaling wisely. Okay, so build, like I said, number 2, build a system where your talent plus ideas plus skill will generate income. Take this formula seriously. Build a system where your talent plus your idea plus your skill is equal to money. One whatever you're saying, people are looking at you, how much is this thing? Everything is, no matter what you are doing, what we are saying that this thing should be able to give you money. This talent should give you money. This idea should give you money. This skill should give you money. This person you are following should give you money. You are following somebody for years. A politician, somebody you are following, it's a 100, we are following, I'm SA, I'm PA, I'm this, I'm P of SAS, of SA. The question is, of what value are you there? The question is, what was your value there? The day you discover that you are not valuable there, because you want your skill, all these things, how much are you generating from that? I want to advise all these people who are following human beings, who cannot do anything for you. Take that time and develop yourself. Take that time you're still following all those people, doing lots of dirty jobs for them. Take that time and learn a skill. Develop yourself. Practice it. Educate yourself and monetize your skill. Do you know when you start monetizing, even that your guy will need that your skill. You are there sitting down and somebody, a mechanic came, a plumber came, an electrician came, every other person came, one person came, solve a problem and collect the money and go. But you are there and ask your guy, you know, go give me money for food today. Because you are there is valueless. I want to charge those of you who follow human beings who cannot do anything for you. Use that opportunity, go and develop yourself. Go and learn a skill. You will be more valuable. That your guy you are following for years will now value you instead of you following him because of the crumble that fall from his table. That is why you're going to be poor for life. Because you think that somebody, human being, will help you. Yes, he will help you, but let the point of this help should be at the point of his own need. If it's not at the point of his own need, he cannot help you. Mark this. Right? So, focus on solving problems, serve the people, and scaling wisely. Leverage tools, technology, platforms to multiply impact. So important. So important that there are so many platforms you can leverage on. You can leverage on mentorship. You can leverage on technology. You can leverage. In fact, here we have what's called STEM. STEM is one of our courses in Engineering Academy. We have science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We do a whole lot. So leverage on technology, leverage even on automation, leverage on artificial intelligence, leverage on machine learning. There are so many things that is happening around the world today that you can leverage on and become wealthy. Yes. Now call to action and final thoughts. As we want to end this class, the thing is, what will you, in a summary, I want to charge you. You don't need to wait till tomorrow. Start now. Tell your neighbor, start now. Even if you're going to start small, it doesn't matter. Don't despise the day of little beginning. Stay consistent. When you start, even if you start small, stay consistent. Let people know that you are still that hairdresser. And when they come to that number 2 or Owaga Road, they will still locate you. Let the people know that you are still that plumber who can do very well in plumbing and you are the best. Make sure you are the best. Stay consistent in whatsoever skill, idea, knowledge, problem solving you have, product or services. Be consistent and tell people. You see, before we leave, take this to the bank. Take this to yourself. Write it down. It is not money you need to start this business. You need 3 things, and money is the least of it. First, you need credibility. You need integrity before you start talking of needing money. There are people, if you have credibility, people can stand by you and give you money and believe you will pay, and they will give you money and they will give you opportunity. They can drop ship for you. They can say, okay, come and take this product. When you sell, bring us the money, take the profit. From there you make money. Don't always think that it's money you need first. You need to create integrity. You need to create credibility. You need to, before you now start talking of money, finance. So think legacy, not just luxury. The question is, what are you leaving behind? This life you have come, assuming you die now, assuming death takes you, what are you leaving behind? What is carrying your name? What is carrying your dignity? What is carrying your integrity? What will people remember you for? Very, very important. Legacy is important. Because if you are not, like I said, among the 7 wealth dimensions we treated the other time, one of the best wealth dimension is called community wealth. The day you will die, community wealth will be put on the screen. What have you done for the community? What have you done for the people? What have you done for people around you? What system have you built? How many people have you built? What legacy are you leaving? Who are your children? Who are your brothers? What have you done? What are the selfless things, the charity things you have done? If there is nothing, then you are useless. You are coming here was useless. Start now to think of what you will leave behind. Good name, they say, is better than riches. Even if you leave good name, it's still something great. Right? Declare, I build wealth by solving problems. So, can that be your slogan today? And when people approach you, when that time will come, when you have cars, hotels, houses, different things, fat bank account, and then people will ask you, how did you make this money? And they just say, I built my wealth solving problems. Let that be your slogan. Write that thing in your mind, so that day will come when that wealth will be there. It's just like when God was talking to the Israelites, he told them, a time will come when you will be wealthy. But don't say it is your hand, it is your power. Remember thy God who gave you the power to get wealth. So, serving people and scaling values. Your time is now. The world is waiting for your solution. Tell your neighbor, the world is waiting for your product. The world is waiting for your service. The world is waiting for your ideas. The world is waiting for your talents. You are not saying it. The world is waiting for that solution you are bringing to the table. And at this very juncture, I know you have learned. But before we go take this home, start small. Start now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Look for problems to solve. Look for ideas. Look for develop your talent. Develop your human capital endowment. You will create wealth. Don't think it's only money. Take this and take it clearly. Only the poor talks money. The rich does not talk money. The poor talks money. The rich talks of things, and the wealth talks of ideas.